What you're seeing on your screen is kind of branching strategy. In most of our projects also we follow this. We have a feature branch and then we have a dev branch and then we have a main branch. So what we do when we do feature implementation, we do things in the feature branch. And once a feature gets implemented, that branch gets merged to a dev branch. And then we perform a lot of testings internally on the dev branch, and finally the changes from dev branch will go to the main branch, and from main branch we deploy and we release our product. So at a high level, this is how for most of the products how the branching strategy would be. Now there could be multiple feature branches, right? From each of the feature branches we might want to get the changes into the dev branches, and from dev branch we want to get it to the main branch. That's how it is. Now let's understand a scenario where cherry pick might be required. Let's say on feature branch I have created one feature and I call it as feature 1. After code reviews, all the changes from this feature branch gets merged to this dev branch. Now similar to me, one of my friend also created another feature into another feature branch. Let's call his feature as feature 2, and his feature also gets merged to the dev branch. Now dev branch has feature 1 changes and feature 2 changes, both the changes. Now let's put one more thing into perspective. The way that feature 1 got merged to dev with a commit, and each of the commit on Git will have a unique commit number, commit ID, or commit hash. Let's call it as XYZ commit. Okay. And my friend's commit hash as PQR. So now dev has both the commits. One is XYZ and PQR. So far, so good. No confusion. Now what happens? My product manager come into picture, or my boss comes into picture, and boss tells that, hey, looks like this XYZ, the feature that we have developed, is something that we don't want in main right now. We only want this feature 2 in main. So you cannot really merge the changes from dev to main directly, because the moment you merge the changes from dev to main directly, both the feature 1 and the feature 2's commit, this XYZ and PQR, is going to be available in main. But my product manager is saying, no boss, I am not going to merge this. I just want this particular feature 2. Feature 1 I don't want. This is a use case of cherry picking. Now you have to do cherry picking. You are in a garden where there are a lot of cherries are there. You have to pick up the cherry that you want to take it forward and want to enjoy. Here in this case also, you have to cherry pick the commit that you want to push forward to main, so that it can be deployed and the customers can use it. All other commit can come later point in time. If you have understood why we need to use cherry pick, or the circumstances where cherry pick will be used, let's get into doing it. Now we'll go and use Git and GitHub, and we'll try to experience exact cherry picking. So please do it with me. Open your terminal, go to your GitHub. Let's get started. Let us start by creating a repository. So go under repositories, create a new repository. Let's give the repository a name. I'm saying learn cherry pick. You can make it private or public as per your wish, and then create a repository. The repository has been created. Let's create a README file to start with by clicking on this README, and we will commit the changes from here, and this will create the main branch. Yes, I have the main branch, and I have learn cherry pick repository also created. Now I can clone this repository, start creating those branches like feature branch, dev branch that I have showed to you, or I can start creating them from here also. I can create a dev branch, say create a dev branch from main. Dev is created. I will switch to main, and again I will create another branch called feature. You can do it from command line, you can do it from VS Code, you can do it from here as well. Okay, so I'll create the branches. By the way, if you are looking to learn some of the basics of Git and GitHub, I have created a playlist, and those content are very well curated. Maybe a little bit old content because I've done it a few years back, but still very much relevant because most of the things are not changed. So you can take a look into that. The link to that particular video in the description of this video. All right. So now I have a repository with these three branches, main, dev, and feature, the way that we have seen in the diagram. Now I'm going to clone this repository. I have copied the link. I'm on my terminal now. I'll do git clone and then paste that URL. This will clone it. Is cloning. The cloning is done. So I can go inside learn cherry pick, and I have this readme.md file that I had created over there. And if I want to check my branches, I can see that I have main, feature, and dev, and locally I have the local copy of the main branch. Excellent. Everything is set up for me. Now I'm going to simulate the scenario. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my feature branch. For that, I'll use the command git switch and feature. So I'm into my feature branch right now. Here, let me create a file called feature1. So vi feature1, and let's write this is feature1 and save it. So I have a file called feature1 inside the feature branch. Excellent. So what I'll do now, I will add this, means I'll stage this particular file to Git and then I'll commit. So staging, commit, everything should be known to you by now. If you don't know, again, please go back to the Git basic tutorial or Git basic video that I just mentioned and learn from there. So I'll do git add, it got staged, then I'll do git commit, and I can specify a message saying that feature1 developed. Done. And then what I'll do, I'll just push this particular change with git push. So my changes are pushed to the feature branch. Now one interesting thing, let me just go to GitHub, and over here I'm seeing that the feature had, means the feature branch had recent push 3 seconds ago. That's what I have made. So I can go and click on this compare pull request, and if you remember how my pipelines look like, from feature the changes has to go to dev, and from there it goes to main. So this feature1 related changes that I'll push from feature to dev. For that purpose, I will create a pull request from feature to dev, and this pull request contains this feature1 developed. So let me just create the pull request and show you what is there in the pull request. If I go to the files changed, I'm seeing this is feature1. This is what exactly I have created the file with, right? So now what I can do, from feature to dev, I can merge this pull request. Usually in your company, you won't be the person who is creating the pull request and merging it. Then you should ask question. It will be somebody else who will be merging it. But for our demo sake, let's assume I am that person who will do both the job. Okay. So now I'm merging from feature to dev. So this particular feature branch having this feature1 and this going to dev. So I will say merge pull request. Let's do merge pull request. Excellent. And one more thing, if I check here commits, it will show me this commit ID, right? This commit ID holds the commit that just now I merged from feature to dev. This is that commit ID. That's what I was mentioning. Some big number, alphanumeric number. All right. So feature1 is done. Now can we do feature2? So instead of creating another branch, let me do the feature2 on the same branch itself. And again, we will do something and merge it to the dev. Okay. So let's go to my terminal. I'm on the feature branch again. So here I'll create another file called feature2, and I'll say this is feature2, and I'll save it. Then again I'll do git add feature2. I'm staging it 2, and then I will do git push, and this is going to push it. Done. So this is also got pushed. So coming to the feature branch now, I can clearly see that it has feature1 and feature2. Now same way, I'll go to pull request, create a new pull request. Again from my feature branch to my dev branch, I have just added the feature2, is clearly showing. I'll create a pull request, create pull request. In the file change, I can see the feature2 got added. The commits, I'm having the commit number again over here. So now this particular PR also I can merge, and the changes will go from feature to dev. All done. So if I come to my diagram, from feature1, this commit, from feature2, this commit, both are done. Now is the situation. Now dev has both the commits. That means dev has now both feature1 and feature2. So if I go to dev branch from here, I will see both feature1 and feature2 are there in the dev branch. But if I just switch to main, so in the main branch, I don't see either of the feature. Exactly, this is the situation. Now my product manager comes in and he says that, hey, I want this particular feature 2. I don't want feature 1 at all. Now what will be my condition is what I want to check. If I merge from dev to main, for example, if I go and compare and create a pull request from dev to main, if I create this pull request, what you will see now, it has both the changes, feature 1 and feature 2. The moment I merge it, both feature 1 and feature 2 will go and sit in the main. But I don't want that. I just want feature 2 be there, feature 1 I don't want. Now the cherry pick comes into picture. Hey, by the way, You might be wondering that why I'm talking about Git all of a sudden, right? Is because that I am coming up with something more solid, something that you would love to learn and love to check out. I'm coming up with a full-fledged course called Vibe Coding to Production Ready, and this will be your full stack journey using React, its ecosystem, backend API creation, Node.js, Express, databases, and also integrating AI. So this is what I am building. I'll be creating an introductory video for that very soon. But for now, if I just expand this phase 0, you see Git at the top. So it means that you have to learn Git. And for that, I've already created a video for basics of Git and GitHub. Now, few advanced things like this cherry pick, like rebase, all these things are good to learn before you start attempting such things, because it's a long journey and you'll be doing some of this thing in hands, in practice, especially when you go to phase 6 and build an end-to-end application. So if you don't want to miss this one, this journey, subscribe. This is coming very, very soon. All right, so back to our cherry pick stuff. Now I have to cherry pick this particular commit from the dev branch to main branch. So ideally, how cherry pick works, you have to go to the target branch, means where you want to keep your cherry picked item. My target branch over here is main. So I have to go to main branch. Being in the main branch, I have to give the command git cherry pick and this commit ID to cherry pick this particular commit and bring it to the main branch or the target branch. That's how it works. But main branch is very sensitive. That's one source of truth from where our products get released. So we don't want to do anything directly on the main branch. The way that I follow, I'm teaching you. From main branch, I'm going to first create another branch. So I'll say create a branch, and you can name this branch anything. I am naming it as cherry. Okay, so I'll create a branch called cherry. Now from dev branch, I will cherry pick and put the things inside the cherry branch. So here I will do cherry pick and bring this feature to changes into the cherry branch. After that, I will do a pull request from my cherry branch to the main branch. You got the point? So instead of doing all these things directly onto the main, it is advisable that you create a branch from main called cherry. Cherry pick your changes from dev to cherry, and then from cherry branch, this branch name can be anything. You just push your changes to main using a pull request. That's how we are going to do. So our first job is what? Going to main and create a branch called cherry. Let's do that. So git switch main. I'm in main now. From here, I'm going to create a branch called cherry. So git switch -c cherry. This is going to create a branch and I'll be switched to that branch. I'm in the cherry branch right now. So now in this branch, I have to cherry pick that particular commit from dev. Now this is the commit hash. So I'm going to do git cherry -pick, and then I'm going to paste the commit that added that feature to. If I do ls again, you see what happened. I got feature 2. Now one thing to remember here, you don't have to again do git add and git commit for this feature 2. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do git push. Now you get this message saying that set upstream origin cherry, because this cherry branch I have created locally over here. It is not available on the GitHub. So I have to use this command so that it has a proper tracking with the remote repository also. Now it will push it. Okay, it's pushed. So if I go back to the GitHub, I will now have a branch called cherry. You see it over here. It has feature 2. I can create the pull request from cherry to main, create the pull request. And if I see the file changed, I will see only feature 2. That's what I wanted to bring. And I can merge from here to here. So now if I see this diagram, what I did, from main, I have created a branch called cherry. I have cherry picked from dev to cherry. After that, I have created a pull request from cherry to main, and it's got merged. Beautiful, great. Similarly, we can do for any other commits, right? Wherever we have a situation that we cannot merge all the changes from a branch to another branch, we have to take only one commit from one branch to another branch. You will be using something called cherry pick. So now with all this, let's do a review of things. If I come to main branch, I'm seeing just the feature 2 because that's what my PM wanted. He didn't want feature 1, so we cherry picked just the feature 2. If I go to the dev branch, I see both feature 1 and feature 2. Had I merged dev branch to the main branch, both feature 1 and feature 2 would have come. If I go to the feature branch, I would still see feature 1 and feature 2 because we have merged all the changes from the feature branch to the dev branch. And of course, our cherry branch, which was like intermittent branch to get that cherry picked item from the dev to the main, it will be having the feature too. And I can delete this cherry branch if I don't want it anymore. I hope you understood the entire concept, and I hope this was helpful to you. And from now onwards, you will be definitely using cherry pick a lot. Thank you very much.